Eva has been recognized countless times as the multidisciplinary, that's easy for me to say, designer of our time. He has a long list of awards, and one of the more prestigious ones is the National Design Award from Cooper Hewitt Smithsonian Design Museum, where his work is also a part of the permanent collection. We wanted to keep this about a celebration, but we also want to introduce Yves' design legacy and some of the things that he's worked on. As I said, you may have recognized his name either from some things that he's worked on with Herman Miller or A Laptop for Every Child, or some really interesting social design programs to a lot of different product development. So we, as Herman Miller, are very excited to work with Yves again. A really interesting project, and we're excited to be here. This chair has been launched in New York, Chicago, LA, and now San Diego. And then it's going... So then it's on to the rest of the world, because it's a global launch for us. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to Yves, who's going to talk a little bit about the design of things.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Good. So how much longer do you want to wait until you see the chair?
No waiting.
Because they asked me to do an hour and 15-minute speech. But they actually asked me to do a 1 hour and 15-minute speech in 2 minutes. So I'm going to attempt this right now. So the things we work on and the things that are so important for design to be involved with are all these projects that have to do with sustainability, but also all these projects that have to do with the rest of the world. All projects like the $100 laptop. Do you know what the $100 laptop is? I think we have one here. Projects, 2 million kids have this out there in the world. And there's some countries where every child actually has one. Every single child between the age of 6 and 12. And so these kind of projects, what we learned here in these kind of sort of big endeavors is that design can actually make a difference at the low cost level, at the attainability level, at the affordability level. And the kind of experiences we've had with projects like this, or with sustainability projects, have kind of educated me about what we can do for larger industries, for real sort of projects that have that are really sort of relevant here in the United States and globally. And so what we learned here was how to make something that had a high level of tactility and design at a very, very low cost, about $180 a piece. And this is when we started engaging in a discussion with Herman Miller. What can be done, taking those incredible qualities that Herman Miller stands for, from new technologies and ergonomics and quality and 12-year warranty. Who gets 12-year warranty? I don't have a 12-year warranty on my car. I wish I did. Take those qualities and try to develop something that will be, at a lower price point, and yet will really espouse the qualities and the innovations that are so important to Herman Miller. So one of the things that we did is initially we got inspired by the way bridges are constructed. I mean, one way to make things cheaper is to remove as much materials, as much energy that's put into the making of the product as possible. And so bridges actually are very, very efficient in the way that they carry huge loads of weight and with essentially towers and cables. So the first prototypes you see here are really sort of built around those principles. And we had to build another 70 prototypes until we got to the final materials and the final structure that was going to work on the sail chair. And it's this process that we're trying to communicate here a little bit, but also through a website called liveunframed.com, where we're showing all the steps, all the experimentation, all the really ugly prototypes, the beautiful drawings, all the steps that it takes to design. So many people think that design today happens on the computer, but it really happens by hand, by failing, by succeeding, by trying things. And so we're trying to show how that gets made, and specifically how that gets made with a company like Herman Miller, who is so committed in the process. Because out of that process comes out, you know, the new, hopefully, what is a next generation type products. So let's show it now, because you've waited long enough, I think. There's a few of them around the room. Hopefully enough of them for you to try them. And I just want to point at two things. First, this is the first suspended. It's the first suspended material that is truly 3D intelligent. Meaning, you know, foam. You can only put so much intelligence in foam. You can only put so much intelligence in mesh. When you go to injection molding, soft elastomer like this, you can really go inch by inch. And you can really match ergonomic data, try it and test it for me. So, thank you very much. Good night.